Welcome back. This is chapter 4, The Ashes That Made Trees Blue. And today I'm going to explain passage number 2 to you. So here we go. One day, the dog came running to him, putting his paws against his legs and motioning with his head to some spot behind. So, the dog, as he followed his master to his work every day, so one day it so happened that he came running to his master and then putting his paws, that is, putting his feet against the master's legs and then motioning, that is, he motioned his head, he moved his head and indicated the master to a spot, to a place behind him. The old man at first thought his pet was only playing and did not mind it. So initially at first the old man thought that the dog was playfully doing all these things. So initially at the beginning he did not mind it, he did not care it. That is, he did not pay much attention to it. But the dog kept on whining and running to and fro for some minutes. But the dog whined, that is, the dog kept on crying, that is, crying in a short but high-pitched note, and at the same time running from that spot to the master. So as the dog repeated these things, and he repeated it for some time, quite a number of times, and for some minutes. So then the old man followed the dog a few yards to a place where the animal began a lively scratching. So the dog as repeated the action a number of times. So the master, the farmer, had to believe, the farmer had to follow him, the farmer had to go to that spot, because here he realized that there was something there, or that something wrong was there. So he followed the dog now, and reaching that spot, the animal, that is the dog, started lively scratching, that it started to scratch, that is, scrape, that is, using his nails, his paws, he started to rub the earth there, rub the ground there. So he did this thinking it was possibly buried bone or a bit of fish. The old man struck his hoe in the earth, when lo, a pile of gold gleamed before him. So the old man thought, he thought that, he believed that it was either a bone, a buried bone, or a bit of fish there under the ground. So believing this, he struck his spade, his hoe in the earth. He stuck, that is, he used his tool and he dug the ground there, he dug the earth there. When he did so, he was surprised. A pile of gold gleamed before him. That is, there appeared a pile of gold, that is, a pile, a heap of gold appeared before him, and that glistened. Thus, in an hour, the old couple were made rich, and thus, as he found the gold there, a wealth, a treasure there. So the treasure made the old couple, rich within an hour. The good souls bought a piece of land, made a feast for their friends, and gave plentifully to their poor neighbors. So, as the couple was kind enough, so first of all, they bought a piece of land for themselves. Secondly, they arranged a feast, a party for their friends, and then also they gave plentifully to their neighbors. That is, even gifts were given to the neighbors, the poor neighbors. As for the dog, they petted him till they nearly smothered him with kindness. And for the dog, they patted, that is, they gently stroke his head with the hands, with the kind hand, with the loving hand, with the loving touch, until he was nearly smothered, he was nearly full, covered with their kindness. That is, until he was overwhelmed by kindness. They kept on patting, gently striking his head. That is, they showered their kindness on this dog. Now, in the same village, there lived a wicked old man and his wife. Now, in the same village, there lived an old, bad, wicked man and his wife. Wicked means bad, an evil man with his wife. Not a bit sensitive and kind, and these two were not a bit, not even a small measure sensitive. That is, having feeling for others, kind feeling for others, and kindness to others. That is, having a good feeling and kindness to others. Who had always kicked and scolded all dogs, and these two always scolded and kicked the dogs. Whenever any passed their house, whenever a dog passed their house, they would kick and scold them. Hearing of their neighbor's good luck, they coaxed the dog into their garden and set before him bits of fish and other dainties. And as they came to know of the good luck that was brought to the neighbors by this dog, they duped, they attracted, they enticed him. And they enticed him to come to their garden, and there before it they laid bits of fish, small pieces of fish and other tasty food, hoping he would find treasure for them. But the dog, being afraid of the cruel pair, would neither eat nor move. And they treated the dog so kindly because they hoped that due to their kindness, the dog would also help them find treasure. But the dog, as was very much, you can say, clever and very sensitive, knew that this pair was not good, was cruel, and he there neither eat nor move. It neither eat the food that was given to him, and nor moved, that is, nor moved an inch and showed them a treasure, or took them to took them anywhere near a treasure. This is all for now. Thank you.